So it's 83 degrees in the office and much hotter than that in the shop. Clearly the AC unit has stopped working. I've got a technician coming out tomorrow. It's funny, the AC unit on my apartment building stopped working last week, and I only just got that fixed, and then this one failed. So, it's summer, it's hot. Anyone out there in the metalworking world or the personal home garage shop world knows that unless you are fortunate enough, aka rich enough, to have a fully air-conditioned shop space, you are playing the shuffle the fans around game and figuring out how to maximize airflow so you don't die in your shop. We are doing the same thing. I've got some things to show you, and maybe by the end of this we will have better explored how to cool your shop without having to plumb in a giant AC system. So let's go.
Oh, I can hear it already.
So this is the Cool Boss 28L something or other, 28H, let me tell you. CB28HV. So this is what is commonly called an evaporative cooling fan, and it's also called a swamp cooler. So giant factories back in the 20s were cooled using this same technology. What happens is air is drawn in this side, and you have these corrugated media chunks. It's basically like giant cardboard, but it's treated with stuff to make it a little more water resistant. So a water pump, there's a water tank down here. A water pump dribbles water across this media, coating it in a layer of water. And then the big fan out front pulls the air through here. The hot air hits the water on the media and causes the water to evaporate. Well, when the water evaporates, it changes phase from liquid to gas. That phase change cools the air just because of physics. That cooled air is then forced through this giant fan and out into your workspace or wherever. So this is not a sponsorship. This is not, Cool Boss did not send me this. This thing is $3,500 and I financed it because I'm tired of dying in my shop. It is what I found to be, given the size, it's rated for 6,000 square feet, and for that general rating, it's the cheapest one I could find. There's all kind of big ass fans makes one, Portacool makes one, a bunch of other companies that make them. Cool Boss is owned by Benpack. You might recognize Benpack. They make two-post car lifts and tire machines for the automotive industry. So I guess they bought Cool Boss. So here's what you got on this one. You got your power on, and then you got your cooling. That turns the pump on. So that starts to run water over the media right here. And then you got your valve right here. And this is what there was very little direction on this valve. You can just turn up the flow or turn down the flow.
Oh, so if it's like spitting out too much water?
Yeah, I guess, but like the more water that is over the media, the better your cooling's gonna be. I feel like you just want max, honestly.
Yeah, especially if it's further away.
This even has like an anion, like air purifier. I don't know where it is. I don't see anything in there, but so then you got your fan, and this is 220 volt single phase. So
you can hear it.
Yeah, it spins up. So it starts at 55%. That's the lowest speed there, and then it goes on up to 99. But 90 is about where I run it. To balance the airflow with the water. If you have a lot of water and a lot of air, it's going to pull the water into the fan. So there's 80 and it stays pretty dry.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice and cool. So, also, this thing has Bluetooth on it, which is ridiculous.
The speakers?
Yeah, they suck. The fan's way louder than the Bluetooth speakers will ever be. These are like cheap, Radio Shack speakers.
It does feel nice.
Yeah, it is an air conditioner. It might add some humidity to your space, but whatever. So that's the industrial version. What we got because there are smaller spaces we work in that would be nice to have a smaller version of that. And then we learned that Vivore makes one. So this is a evaporative cooling fan from Vivore, but it's that big. So let's see how this thing works. Actually, it's cooler out here than it is in the office. I don't know how, like this one's way less powerful and significant than that one, but
Does it have speakers?
yeah, right. Let's see how this thing does. Yeah, so there's your evaporative media. It has cup holders on the top. Being that our office AC is not working right now, we'll just plop this in the office. Everything has casters you have to screw on. The amount of freaking things you buy off the internet that have casters you got to screw on is ridiculous. So this is the Vivore evaporative cooler model JH316Y. You get a screwdriver. Oh, Spike has one. So the ice frozen things that it came with are supposed to be frozen, and then you put them in here. So it runs the water through the ice, cools it down even more. But I don't have patience for that right now. So this is probably the same deal. Power on, cooling. Pump will start. Ah, okay, gotcha.
Oh.
So from normal to natural wind. I don't know what the difference. Oh, it like changes, it pulsates. We will see what this does. Wow, that actually feels nice and cold.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to check out one of these air coolers for your home shop or office, it seems like it would be more than capable of cooling a space such as this. This is 500 square feet. Feels a lot better already. Look, this is not a Porta-Cool, but it's not priced like one either. It's maybe a tenth of the price, if not less. So click the link in the description. You get 5% off if you use the code VEVT5. And then if you click the affiliate link below, we get a little kickback from you buying that. And the fan is nice. The fan actually puts out quite a bit of airflow.
Yeah.
That's a little bit about swamp coolers. I think they can be really beneficial if it's hard to plumb in a full AC unit. And looking forward to seeing how this one feels in the office. But click the link, do the thing. Personally, if you're interested in really spending some money, that Cool Boss one is nice. My only gripe with it is that it's really loud. And for a smaller fan to blow a lot of air, it has to spin really fast. So if there's one that's a 28-inch fan, if you find one that has a bigger fan, I guess it would probably be a little quieter. So keep that in mind. But that's it. Hopefully some of this was helpful. You got to see what's out there on the cheap side and the expensive side for swamp coolers. And stay cool out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat lunch. See you, bye. I don't have lunch. I'm gonna go get lunch.
See you, bye.
See you, bye.
So, addendum, we thought these came empty. However, there's a little bit of powder in there. I'm assuming that's what makes the gel. And there's a max fill line. It also says, do not eat. So, we're gonna give that a shot.
Hey y'all, it's me, Bert, back again to give you the lowdown since you seemed to like it last time. Also, our pal Walker is a little camera shy. His sister sent him a screenshot of a comment saying that he looked like a serial killer in a videoed thumbnail. And I guess that means he'll do all his talking through me. A clone voice with an animated PNG. Despite the fact that he's devilishly handsome and has the voice of a Greek god, he's definitely not forcing me to say this right now. To the surprise of absolutely nobody, those rinky-dink ice packs didn't do much to make this little guy any cooler. But he was already pretty cool to begin with. Just look at that face. How could you not love him? Anywho, the media office is still incredibly hot and humid because Tay has been hogging the cooler all day. But Walker can put up with a little sweat for a change because normally it's hot in the shop and cool in his office. So now he's getting just a small taste of what Tay and Tyler put up with on the regular. If you're interested in this fella, check all the links in the description and tell Vivore that Lift Arc sent you. We'll see y'all next time.